Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining me on Adventures with Niels. We're going to be doing the Indian Slough backwaters today. We're putting it in the town of Welch by the Tipsy Turtle. The Vermilion River comes into this section right here is where it is. It's pretty low. I thought it was going to be higher with some rain we've had, but we might be scraping a little. We'll see. We're going to be going all the way into Red Wing is where we're going to be taking out. We're going to do a bunch of backwaters and some investigate some lakes back there. And then we jump out where the Cannon River meets in and onto the Mississippi River, taking out in Red Wing.
So you do have to park on the side of the road. You want to make sure that you're not parking on the bridge. That is not allowed. There is a little bit of a portage down to the put-in, but it's not very far of a trek, but there is a little bit of a jaunt, but it's a really great put-in.
Let's go paddle! Woohoo! It's a great put-in spot. It's gonna be an amazing day. All right, God, show us amazing things today. Ooh, little jumping fish.
I tried to research what this thing is or was, and I could not find anything on it. So it could have been some type of a bridge at one point, or it could have been some type of fishery thing where they would try to capture fish in there. I'm really not sure. So if anybody knows what it is, you can definitely comment down below. Speaking of fish, don't miss this one. How cool is that? I was so excited that I got that on film. It was just a really fun trip. They were jumping all over the water. If it wasn't big fish, it was little ones.
Whoa.
There are a couple of lakes that we went through. This very first one was Larson Lake. And look at all the jumping minnows. It was really fun to go through this spot. And it was so funny because they were literally jumping on into people's boats. And you could catch them in your hands. And yeah, it was kind of fun.
Little minnows jumping all over. Goodbye, little buddy. Be free.
This trip was the most eagles I've seen throughout a whole entire trip. Not just in one spot, but throughout the whole trip. We just saw eagle after eagle after eagle. It was great.
Okay, here we are in the Indian Slough backwaters. That was not how we practiced. Here we are on the Indian Slough backwaters. Bubbles! Bubbles and eagles everywhere! And trains!
This is the part in the river where it splits and you have to go to the right. And the water is pretty muddy in this whole backwater area, but look at these cardinal flowers. These are often found on the Minnesota rivers, but just beautiful, and they were all over. Not to mention all the beautiful tree roads. So you can see how high the water used to run in these backwaters, way up to those tree lines there. But it just made such beautiful views with the lower water. I have two favorite parts on this trip, and this is one of them, and the next one's coming up after we're on the Mississippi and we find a channel there. But this is so plush and so green in here in the summertime. Even though the water is mucky, just look at how beautiful the surroundings are. And you can see the water levels on the bank there. At the time that we went, it was lower water. But you do want to make sure that you find a way to keep yourself cool if you come on a hot day, because you're not going to want to go swimming in this water. It's pretty dirty, it's pretty muddy. Both times I've been on it, it's the exact same. So you're not going to be swimming. But it's really, really pretty in this section. Do bring a good camera because there's so many beautiful eagles and birds and turtles, and that's my biggest regret, that I didn't have my good camera to take good pictures. But there was minnows jumping in the water the whole time. Birds were chirping. This is an extremely peaceful paddle. If you are looking for one to do, this is it.
Oh, it stinks? Can we get any further? She said it's, oh, I do smell it now. She's like stirring it up. Oh, gross. Oh, gross. I'm going back. I'm going back. Retreat. Retreat. This is where a fake snake needs to be hanging. Anaconda! Isn't that incredible? It's the stuff under the ground that you never get to see. It's like a whole different view of nature.
One thing people know about my trips, that if there are backwaters to be explored, little channels or nooks and crannies, we're going in. And just a heads up, some fish scare the crap out of me pretty soon here.
Did you see them? That scared the crap out of me. Wow. They just all like jumped in front of me. Pelicans!
I was finally able to research this. You'll be able to find these piles on rivers. I've seen many of them throughout my kayak trips. You can kind of just see this huge white patch on the side of the river, and when you get closer, you'll see that it's all shells. And it turns out, I thought it was always the otters that did this, but it is the muskrats that do this. They will get their shells and then they go to their favorite eating place and eat their food.
Don't move. Don't move. I'm telling you, God, it's so good to be on every one of my paddles. It's just like something just so cool on every trip.
See that little inlet there?
Oh my gosh. No. Was it exploring?
Yeah.
Let's go. Look at this. Yeah, beautiful trees. Dang. So pretty.
Almost feels like they're starting to get fall colors.
We're definitely going against the current. Land ho! Hang on. Unbelievable, it's a dead end.
Dead end?
Where's all that flow coming from then?
Right? Underground?
Underground. Wow.
Eagles will sit in trees like this with their wings spread out to dry them, so this eagle must have dove into the water to get a fish recently. Always make sure to watch your boats. We had to run back because ours started to float away from the boats coming by. We just thought we would have a little fun. We were doing jumping videos.
Yeehaw! Woohoo!
This time of year when the water is lower on the Mississippi, you really get to see a lot of the exposed roots along the shoreline and a lot of just old trees that have floated up, and you get to see their root bottoms. I love this kind of stuff. Isn't that beautiful?
Double wave. Woohoo! Oh, where'd these ones go? Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
Charged a little hard.
Oh, we did. Oh, that's disappointing.
Here we come. Ready?
Ooh. Oh, there was a muskrat. Ooh, shallow. It's really shallow over there. Oh, this is so cool back here.
I did the cannon river for my first river.
Isn't this beautiful?
It is really beautiful.
I am so glad I found this.
It looks
that's
like
cool.
we
Is
could
that
go
a
this
track?
way and get back to the river.
Railroad
Yeah.
track?
We are coming up here. This is Bay Point Park. And if you keep going, you don't want to take the marina that comes first on the right, but if you go around the Bay Point Park here, you will come to these boat garages. And it's really kind of, I don't know, it might just be me, but I think this is really cool to kayak through here. It's, I don't know. Maybe it's because I used to go way up north, like Grand Marais. Maybe it's kind of bringing back in the days when it kind of had that look to it. Now it's all changed, but when I was a little girl, I think it brings me back to that. But I just thought it was really cool to go through here and to be able to kayak around these. And then once you're done doing all this and enjoying that, then you can go back to the marina to exit. It's a really easy exit. You can't miss Bay Point Park because it's all rocks like this, and it has the big sign, so you can't miss it. And it shows you that the marina is to the right, and then if you want to go see those boathouses or the boat garages, it's to the left. But this was really fun to exit through here because you get to read all the names on the boats. We just thought it was really fun to see all the different names and clever things that people named their boats. But straight ahead is the exit. Now this day they were having a huge carnival thing going on, and so we did have to park a little bit further away, but we just had somebody watch the boats, and then we went and got the vehicles and loaded up. It was really easy, but normally you can just drive right down here and load up your kayaks and away you go. If you guys can do me a huge favor and like my channel and subscribe to it, that helps me out so much, and we will see you all on the next adventure.